Okay, we're looking at simplifying surds, which is basically doing multiplying and dividing. Now, make sure that you know all of these off by heart, which I'm sure you do already. So when you look at them, you don't have to work them out. Okay, so first step we're going to use, so we've got 5 square root of 2 times 3 square root of 3. What you're going to do first of all is you're going to organize your numbers. So your 5 and your 3 are just ordinary numbers, so we're going to put 5 times 3. And then we're going to put our square root of 2 times our square root of 3. So we've reorganized them. Then we're going to answer it. So 5 times 3 will give us 15. And square root of 2 times the square root of 3 will give us the square root of 6. There you go. And then our next line, we're going to take away our times sign because we don't have a times sign in our answer. So we're going to have 15 square root of 6. All right, let's do another one. So we've got 2 square root of 8 times by 3 the square root of 4. So let's sort out our numbers. So we've got 2 times 3 times 8 times 4. Right, our next line we're going to multiply them together. We're going to go 2 times 3 will give us 6, and 8 times 4 will give us the square root of 32. There we go, times the square root of 32. Now, square root of 32 is an irrational number. It's not a square number, but we know of a square number that can go into it, and that's 16. And it's the highest factor that can go into it. That's also a square number, so that's why we choose it. So we leave our 6 there, and we say, well, that could be compromised of square root of 16 and the square root of 2. Now, we can actually undo that square root of 16 because that is a square number. And we could make that the square root of 16 would be 8, but we wouldn't be able to do anything with the 2. So hey, look what will happen. We're going to go 6 times 4. I'm sorry, it's not 8. 6 times 4, and then we're going to have our square root of 2. Okay, we're going to then times our 6 times our 4, so we get 24 to the square root of 2. So that's how we come to that one. So when you've got a number that you know you can actually break up into 2 numbers and one of them will be square, then you're able to eradicate that. So I want you to try that. That'll come up more later. Let's look at a division sign. So we've got 6, the square root of 25, divided by 3, the square root of 5. First thing you do, put it into fraction form. So there we go. We've got 6 square root of 25 divided by 3 square root of 5. So now we can do our same thing and we can work out our numbers on their own. So 3 goes into 6 twice, okay? And then 5 goes into 25 5 times. So we've got 2 times the square root of 5, and then obviously in our answer we take away the times, and we've got 2 the square root of 5. Let's do one over here. So we've got 20 the square root of 32 divided by 4 the square root of 2. First thing you do, put it into fraction form. So there we go, 20 divided by 32, square root of 32 divided by 4. All right, so we can do 20 by 4 easily, and we get 5, and 2 goes into 32, 16. By the square root of 16. But no, we don't have to leave it there because we know that 16 is a square number because 4 times 4 goes into it. So our next line we'll do 5 times 4, and our answer there will be 20. I want you to try ahead and go and do some of these for me.